sometimes you're just not in a great mood and you need a little attitude adjustment. I know I've been feeling that a lot lately, so join me here. We're going to take a few minutes and shift our attitude, not through our mindset necessarily, but through the body. I stand by the fact, as a longtime myofascial release therapist, I stand by the fact that a little bit of pressure into the lower abdominal area for a good few minutes is one of the best attitude adjustments out there. And I don't know about you, but I need this today. So join me on the mat. What this is going to look like, you do need something to give yourself a little pressure into that belly. I use an air-filled ball. It's fairly squishy, giving yourself a moment here just to orient yourself with the area where we're headed, which is that space between the belly button and the pubic bone. Now stay with me here and make sure that you're actually following along so you can really get the benefit of the change in your attitude and your mood. So after you shift those hips a little bit from side to side and just begin to orient yourself with that space between around the belly button, you can take that ball, let's lean to the side, take that ball and place it somewhere between your belly button and your pubic bone. Oh, it might take a minute. It might take a minute. So staying up on those elbows or forearms can help you start to just drift your body weight down into that ball. You don't want to just all of a sudden give yourself crushing pressure. That's not going to help your mood. But if you begin to orient yourself and start to pay attention to what your body is feeling, a little bit of movement from side to side, your body might go, okay, I'll play along. I may or may not have a total understanding of what we're doing here, but this seems like it could help some things. Oh, goodness. So staying up on the elbows and forearms, and you can like shift yourself a little bit from side to side, kind of tracing instead of going up and down between that belly button and that pubic bone area. If you go side to side, a little left to right, you might notice that you feel some tension through those digestive layers, those more superficial layers of that lower abdominal region. Sometimes you put a little pressure in there and you're suddenly like, no wonder I'm in a bad mood. Ugh. So as your body starts to accept this pressure, you can drop down lower through that upper body, just starting to find your way into that area in that lower abdominal region through those digestive layers that start to signal to you, oh, yeah, that, right? That. You can shift your upper body here. You can still use it. You can shift your upper body a little bit from side to side, leaning, using that upper body as a bit of a lever, leaning, oh, there we go, leaning into that spot that is like just trying to grab your attention. So now we're paying attention all of a sudden to a few things here. The placement of the ball, how you're using your upper body as a bit of a lever, and also how you're turning, how you're positioning your upper body here to help you scoot that mood into something a little different. Oh, goodness. Are you familiar with your fascia? Are you familiar with this approach of giving yourself some sustained pressure into the body in order not only just to make it feel better, but to have some conversation, have a little dialogue with your physical body in a way that it feels like your body is communicating with you? Are you familiar with this approach? Keep the idea of sustained pressure on the forefront. The body needs sustained pressure. That negative attitude needs a little bit of consistent pressure into the body for it to change. How you can use your body weight, how you lean into that ball might turn up or down that dial of intensity, right? We're not here to give ourselves crushing pressure, but we're here to at least signal to the body like, hey, I'm listening. I'm here for you. Let's try to move that tude into something a little lighter. And so as you move your body or move the positioning, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're letting up on that idea of sustained pressure, because that's important. Ooh. Now, as we're talking here, are you getting feedback? Right? That's what matters. Are you getting feedback from your body? Is it communicating with you? How is the sensation that's being generated? Oh, goodness gracious. And as you lean, right, really maintaining that sustained pressure, but you can move your limbs around, those legs or your torso, you can move them around a bit, almost in a way that allows you to stay anchored on the ball, but still get some of that kind of fascial pull, that pull from the connective tissue. That's like, oh yeah, we need to let the air out of that valve. I promised you just a smidge of an attitude adjustment here. What are you noticing? Are you feeling some sensation in those lower digestive layers that are like, oh boy, there is some holding in there? Sometimes you can get in here and it feels like a brick wall. Sometimes you get in here and you're like, that's my low back pain. Sometimes you get in here and you feel some, gassy rumbles. That's all right. Move it through. Sometimes you get in here and it just feels monumental. Like, how am I ever going to work through all of that tension? Sometimes you get in here and it's like you're suddenly scratching a really hard to reach itch. Sometimes you get in here and you're like, I just need to focus. I just want to focus because my body is signaling that there is a readiness to shift. And in that readiness, it requires your attention, maybe some meditative bandwidth, the ability to connect your mind and your body. You're up to the line of where maybe if this softens, you'll have more room in that inner landscape to handle the things that are making you and have a bad mood. You can see that there's different phases of a technique. When you first start, you're looking around, to when you're moving your body and you're beginning to kind of question, how do I lean? Which way am I going? And then the body really starts to communicate to you, and suddenly some sort of body intuitive senses start to kick in, and it makes sense. embodied sense. And you're like, suddenly, I'm not just moving my body, but my body is showing me how to move. It's telling me how to lean or push into the ball. It's allowing for clear signals of where your body would like you to pause and linger into certain sensations. You might find sensations that make you wonder, oh gosh, is this right? Anytime you find something that makes you take pause or wonder if you're doing too much, it's a good indication to say, back off a little bit. Find an area in this lower digestive layer that feels tolerable, that feels welcomed, that feels like you're not trying to show your body who's boss, but you're here to listen to it and work with it. And from here, let's just go ahead and we'll begin to relieve that direct pressure coming off of that sustained pressure. And you can just shimmy those hips or your upper body a little bit from side to side, or drop those legs from side to side. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and pull that ball out. We'll take a moment here without that ball underneath us. Oh, goodness. Coming up onto those forearms. Oh, goodness. That feels so much lighter for me. I'm noticing a lot more freedom in my low back already. As I drop those legs from side to side, I feel like the lower abdominal area is not connected so tightly to the torso and the upper body. It just feels like, to me, that lower abdominal area has a little bit more freedom. How about you? What are you noticing? If you notice any difference at all, that's your body signaling to you that it has a range. It's able to move. You are able to manually make adjustments in your body in a way where your body responds by saying, whew, that's noticeable. And let yourself just feel some comfort in your body's ability to move through tension through this therapeutic lens. And before we're done here, let's just come up onto those forearms, really root those elbows down into the mat, and again, a little shimmy with those hips from the front of the hips into the mat. And we're going to just pull ourselves. It's not a big movement, but just a gentle pull through the upper body. It's like you're tractioning that upper body through your arms here, and feel that nice stretch and elongation through that entire front body down to those lower abdominals. Ooh, something has shifted. I hope it's your attitude. And I'll catch you in a video real soon. Take good care.